San Fedele is situated in the square that holds its same name and is one of the oldest churches in Como. It was built in 1120 on the site of a pre-existing early Middle Age basilica to enshrine the remains of Saint Fedele. Some scholars believe it was the city's first church. The plan has a tricora-type setting with the back part and its apse shaped as a clover and the nave reaching out. Nearby is the square-shaped steeple. During the 20th century, the Church of San Fedele has undergone numerous readaptations, mainly with the intent of preserving its structure. The facade itself was rebuilt in 1914. The simple and sober setting is typical of Romanesque churches. The only embellishments are the eaves line decorated with a series of small arches, typical of the Como Romanesque style, the great Renaissance rose window, and the two portals decorated with 1968 mosaics. The so-called dragon portal is from the 12th century and it is on the basilica's eastern side. It is decorated with medieval bas-reliefs that were probably once colored. Here are depicted Habakkuk and the angel, Saint Daniel on the throne in the lion's den, a chimera biting a dragon while being bitten by another dragon, a human-shaped ape lifting its claws, two dragons fighting over a skull, and the dog in the act of pointing a hair. The inside has a Latin cross plan and is divided in 3 aisles lined with massive quadrilobate columns. The pillars once held the balconies that in medieval times were reserved for women. San Fedele holds numerous valuable works, starting with the ark in the main altar, where the relics of Saint Fedele are held. It is made of a 14th century marble monolith from Musso. Also, the tabletop is a single piece from the 1300s, weighing more than a ton. The 18th century mosaics on the floor are Venetian style. The fresco in the apse instead is from the 19th century. It was made by Guglielmo Beltrami and represents the martyrdom of Saint Fedele. On the right side of the presbytery is the Crucifix Chapel, with a beautiful 1700 fresco by Isidoro Bianchi, a pupil of Morazzone. On the left side of the presbytery is the Baroque baptismal basin, hand-chipped from a marble monolith. Nearby is the Chapel of the Virgin holding a gilded wooden statue of the Virgin by the sculptor and woodcarver Giuseppe Gaffuri from Como. The Chapel of the Virgin is also decorated with impressive frescoes. The esteemed fresco in the apse basin represents the Virgin's Assumption. walls are decorated with other 4 scenes from the Virgin's life: the marriage of the Virgin, the Nativity, the announcement to the shepherds, and the 3 wise men in adoration. Initially attributed to Gaudenzio Ferrari, the wall frescoes are probably by other artists of Como. The basilica also holds 2 lions belonging to the pre-existing early Middle Age church. Once they were probably placed on the outside of the basilica's entrance. They are now used as stopes. One represents a lion clutching a man, the other instead represents a man holding a lion,